I had a testimony of this pastor who used to preach open air in an open air market. He would go and preach about Jesus, and because that area there were people from different beliefs who did not believe in Jesus, so they did not like him. So he would go, he would preach, and the people would call him, or they would talk bad about him and things like that. And now at this time there was famine in Kenya, and there was food shortage. So in Kenya, maize meal is like a staple food. We call this, we make food called ugali from maize meal, and people were looking everywhere for maize meal. So at this time there was this one shop which had maize meal, and people would line up to go and buy. So this pastor also went and lined up to buy maize meal, and it happened that this shop belonged to one of these people who did not like him because they did not share the same faith. So the pastor lined up, and when the people saw him on the line, they started insult him and all the things like that. And then the owner of the shop saw him, and he said, "Why are you lining up here? You're not getting any maize meal from my shop. You can just leave. Go and tell your Jesus to give you maize meal." He said, "My Jesus is going to give me maize meal. I'm not leaving here." But then these people, they started laughing. The people who were queuing up, they started laughing at him and things like that. So the pastor decided to just go out of the queue just a little bit, but he stood there. He did not leave because he had already told them that God is going to give them meal from that very shop. And these people were laughing at him. How is God going to bring you mail out of the shop? And the owner has said he's not going to sell to you. Anyway, the pastor stood there, and he started feeling like discouraged. But he said, "You know what? If I leave, these people will believe that my God has no power." So he said, "I'm staying. I'm not leaving. I'm staying here." So these people were laughing at him and things like that. At about that time, there came a man. He had a truck. He came and parked his truck there. He went into the shop. He had already ordered maize meal from this shop because he owned a school, or maybe he was working for a school. So they were he bought a lot of maize meal in bales, and they were loaded into his truck. And before he left, as he was leaving, he saw this pastor. So he stopped the car or the truck and talked to this preacher. And he told him, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Oh, I came to buy maize meal, but the queue is long." He didn't want to say, the owner doesn't want to sell to me. So this man said, the owner of the truck told him, "Pastor, you can't stay here waiting this long." So he went to the back of his truck and told the pastor, "I'm going to give you a bale of maize meal. You just come into the truck. I'll drive you and drop you at your place." The pastor said, "No, it's okay. If you're going to give me, just drop it. I'll take it. I'll carry it." So the man went out of his truck, removed a bale of maize meal. A bale has 12 packets of maize meal. Normally in Kenya, they package in 2 kilograms. And because of the shortage, the owner of the shop had said that each person is getting, when people line up to buy, he had said, "Okay, because there is shortage, everyone is going to get only 2 packets." So that means each person was getting only 4 kilos. So, but now the pastor was given a whole bale of 12 packages. One package is 2 kilograms, and he got 12 of them. So the owner of the truck removed this bale and he put it there, and he left. So the pastor said, "You know why he said he's not going he will carry it himself, because he wanted to remain behind and preach to the people." So he just took his bed, put it on the ground, and now when the truck had left, he started preaching. He told the people, "You see, I told you, my Jesus is going to get me maize meal from your own very shop. You said you're not going to sell it for me. Where did Jesus get it from? From your own shop. And above all, I didn't even pay for anything. I even got more than all of you people who are lining up." And then the people were amazed, and several came to know Jesus through this story, and it's quite amazing. We have a God who never fails us. He's so faithful to his word when we stand upon his word. And the Bible tells us in the book of Luke chapter 1 and verse 37, with God nothing is impossible. Everything is possible with God. Hallelujah. Let's keep trusting God.